妖都唔係跳落去。
Hey guys, Leo here. Welcome to another Dungeons video. It's been quite a while since my last Dungeons video because Floor 7 is not out yet and I'm Catacombs 31, but now Paul is the mayor with all the free perks and everything's doing dungeon. But now all the items are underpriced right now and it will be the perfect time for me to upload. In this video, I'll be talking about the best mage combo. Items are so cheap right now, so it's the best time for you to prepare for Floor 7. In this video, I'll be talking about the Yeti Sword, Midas Staff and Leocthl Dagger. I'll be showing you guys how to use it properly to do the most damage. Please consider subscribing if you haven't, it would help a lot, and also if you want to, you can also buy my OnlyFans, membership. Alright, let's get started. Okay, well that was kinda cringe, but anyways, let's get started. So, it's very simple to use this combo. You basically use your Midas Staff, Yeti Sword, and then you sword swap, swapping, and then right click, spam bang, bing bang bomb, and then you basically obliterate all the mobs, okay, you know what I'm saying? So basically, yeah, you right click both Midas Staff and Yeti Sword. So you might ask, hey, isn't one Midas Staff enough? Why would I need a Yeti Sword? It's because there's a 1 second cooldown, and if you use the Midas Staff and Yeti Sword at the same time, you do almost 3 times more damage than normal just using Yeti Sword or just using Midas Staff. And I'd say you need both, to be honest. If you don't have a Midas Staff, then I recommend getting a Yeti Sword, and then maybe get like a Snypzr. It also works. Just make sure, don't only use one weapon, you need to sword swap, and I recommend using Midas Staff and Yeti Sword. You see, I deal a lot of AoE to bosses and also normal mobs. It works for anything except clearing. If you are going to clear rooms, I recommend using a Snypzr, but if you're fighting mini bosses, boss fight, or maybe in Floor 7, I'd say this is very useful. And to Leocthl Dagger part, you need it to lifesteal. So for example, when you have super low, and you ran out of Onyx Zombie Sword, then you need to use the Leocthl Dagger to Mage Beam. And for the boss fight, you can also use the Leocthl Dagger to Mage Beam. I'm trying to use Midas Staff and Yeti Sword in this clip, but it doesn't work really well. So Midas Staff, Yeti Sword, Leocthl Dagger, essential if you want to be the best mage. And now to the top quarter stage, you can also use an Ice Ray one to freeze it, and then Leocthl Dagger. But for some reason, I don't know why, but when you freeze it with an Ice Ray one, it deals more damage to you, so I wouldn't recommend doing it. And just use a Yeti Sword, Midas Staff, spam right click, left click at the same time, or maybe just Mage Beam with Leocthl Dagger if you want to be safe. For my armor pieces, right now I'm using Necromancer chestplate, Necromancer leggings, tier 12 boots, and shadow goggles for the mage setup. It's a high defense, a lot of intel. It's not for a left click mage. If you want to be a left click mage, just use full superior. But right now I'm using a Necromancer set and a tier 12 boots because it's the best pure mage setup. And you can also use tier 12 chestplate, Necromancer leggings, and Necromancer boots. It's cheaper and also about the same. I'm using that right now, so yeah, it's quite good. Not gonna lie, I don't know why people are selling Yeti Swords for so cheap. I'm not joking, but like right now, the 5-star Yeti Sword, 5-star, is only 38 mil. But if you do the calculations, only the Ice Essence should cost around 30 mil. And the sword itself worth 20 mil. And it only sells for 38 mil. It's so cheap, it's such a good mage weapon. People are just dumb that they sold it, because I know how they sold it trying to get a Midas Staff. But you actually need both of them to be the best mage. So if you don't have a Midas Staff, just get a Yeti Sword. It's about the same. It's like more damage but more mana. But now one's like less damage but less mana. The scaling's about the same, to be honest. Just use both. It's the best setup. Yeti Sword, why that's too cheap, way too cheap. It's basically a steal if you buy it for 30 mil. Or like 35 mil, 38 mil. It's basically a steal. It should worth like 40 mil to 50 mil in my opinion. Just my opinion, okay? You can also use a voodoo doll to do more damage. So basically you use Midas Staff, Yeti Sword, sword swap, or maybe Yeti Sword and a Snypzr sword swap. It deals a lot of damage, and that makes you become the best mage. Alright, so now let's talk about the prices of the items. First of all, we got Midas Staff. A Midas Staff, 100 mil Midas Staff max is 157 mil lower spin on the auction house. It's pretty expensive right now, or you can wait for another year for Scorpius to come. But of course, you can also choose another thing. It's called the Yeti Sword. I'd say the Yeti Sword is definitely worth it. It's the best mage weapon. It's only 27 mil lower spin clean and a 40 mil for a max 5-star one. Pretty cheap right now. I don't know why it's so cheap. Maybe because that time people sold all the Yeti Sword for Midas Staff. But hey, it's the best mage weapon. 40 mil lower spin is way too cheap. It's like underpriced. So if you guys get it, you guys can prepare for floor 7. I don't see anything bad with it. So why not go for it? Oh yeah, because it's such a great mage weapon. Each of our co-op got one, so it's quite good to be honest. Next up, this weapon is for left click mage. It's not necessary, but if you want to be a better mage and a best mage, then go for it. It's called the Livid Dagger. Livid Dagger gives you a 100% crit chance. It's a very good berserker weapon and also a mage weapon. You can use it for left click mage. Highly recommend. You can also use a giant sword, but I don't think it's good right now, so just use the Livid Dagger right now. It's cheap as hell, 9 mil for a clean one right now, and for max 5-star recon one, it's like 19 mil. In conclusion, the best mage combo is basically Midas Staff, Yeti Sword, Sword Swap, Livid Dagger to Lifesteal and Mage Beam. And there you go, you're now a best mage. Yes, you're now the best mage with the best mage combo. And for armor pieces, I might do another video about it. But right now, you just need to use the shadow goggles, Necromancer leggings, Necromancer boots, and tier 12 chestplate. Or maybe the other way, like Necromancer chestplate, Necromancer leggings, and tier 12 boots. And yeah, see ya. And watch me die.
어셈 차